Alright and welcome back, this is Vaipo. I'm back with another League of Legends cast. Now I haven't done these in a while, but I'm gonna get into them again and just try to do a few more because I have gotten some bit of a nice response from them actually recently, and I thought I might as well do a few more. So we're looking straight at the top here. I managed to get a game before first blood after looking for about an hour, and I know it looks like Rengar is about to go down, but I assure you he is. No, I'm just kidding. Let's continue straight into the game. So as you can see here, we have Irelia going down straight away from the very start. Obviously, we didn't really see how that fight started, but it is very difficult to find a game before first blood because you only get to see about 5 different games on that updater thing. One is usually a normal game, then one is a Dominion, and then 3 are ranked, and you know, 1 in 3 chance, and most of them have already called first blood after a minute or 2, so you're too late. So in the middle we have Ahri versus Vhagar using the Irish skin, and Ahri with her fire skin. Now I think this is probably one of the coolest skins in the game, fire skin from Ahri, even though it looks the best when she's standing still because you can see the whole tail like fired up like that. At the bottom we have everything a bit standard. Actually that Ash skin, I'm not quite recognizing it, but it looks like some sort of... No, that could even be the original skin. I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you. But Ash and Kayle together with against Ezreal and Soraka, and gonna be an interesting matchup. Both have their own bit of CC. Now, unfortunately, Soraka nor Ezreal don't have a stun, but of course Soraka does have that silence, which lasts quite a while. But we'll see how that progresses, because Ezreal does a bit more damage than Ashe, but Ashe of course has that stun, and Kayle does more damage than Soraka, well, in my opinion at least. So we have... What is he... Oh, I guess he spotted the fact that Mundo was actually going down here. That ward was very badly placed at a bad time, and now we believe that Mundo is probably going to get taken on unless he has a flash, but he is going to drop low, and... Which one's going to get it? Oh, I thought he was going to give it to Irelia, but I think Irelia was just out of range, and she doesn't have her tier 2 boots yet, so she wouldn't have ended up getting it. So just about getting that kill before he got under the tower. I do believe that he just waited to see if Irelia couldn't get it, and if she couldn't, he would have picked it up himself. At the moment, Skarner doing very well. I mean, he ganked top twice already. I mean, first time they got... did they get first blood first time? They did. They got first blood first time, and now they got him again. So Mundo is going to have a very difficult time in the late game. Of course, Mundo is one of those champions that if you let him get fed, or at least let him farm a lot, I'm sure a lot of you who actually play the game, if some of you don't, that's okay, but a lot of you who do play the game will be aware of, if you build Mundo as a full tank, which every single person that plays him does, he just becomes this monster who just cannot be killed, because he has that regen, he has a lot of health and a lot of survivability, and then all of a sudden he pops his ult, and I believe rank 3 is now 75% of his health or something. That is a crazy amount. 40% at rank 1, but I'm not quite sure. I think rank 3 is like 60 or 70%, so it's a crazy amount of health to get back over a short duration. Lasts for 12 seconds, not so short, but it is enough to keep him alive in most team fights. He just becomes unstoppable and very difficult to kill. So at the moment Irelia doing much better. She's on 101, she's ahead on farm just a little bit, and Mundo is going to be in big trouble the whole time. He doesn't have a ward at the moment. He has one of course in the tribush, but seeing as he's not pushed, he should have probably put it right here where my mouse is at the moment. That is my choice of warding. Actually, Ezreal is about to go down here. That was a very sloppy engagement from him, and look at that Rengar sneaking up here. I don't believe he's going to end up able to get up to Soraka, but there is no ward here. He could have probably stayed there and waited for... No, actually never mind, he would have been waiting for quite a while for Ezreal to come back. I did forget that he just went away. So bottom is slightly in favor of the blue team, whereas the top is heavily in favor of the purple team. So we're going to have a bit of a back and forth action from both teams here. Hopefully it'll be quite even on from now on at least, so that we have a nice game on our hands. Maybe not not like a 45-minute game, because in 45 minutes games are a bit too long if you ask me. Ooh, Mundo is going to be in a bit of trouble here. He did get ignited there, and he is going to get away because he does have that ult popped. That ignite would have probably gotten him if he didn't have ult, but as you can see, the ult does keep him up for quite a bit of time. It does out heal ignite. Actually, the Ash arrow is coming right in there, not quite sure why. I believe he probably tried to get Veigar, but not quite aware that Skarner would have probably picked him off right there if they would have engaged. Now Rengar is around here. He doesn't look like he wants to get engaged too much or involved too much. And probably for the sake of his, for his own good, because at the moment Skarner here with red buff is going to be looking very, very intimidating. Jumping in right now, he probably is going to ult her if he gets in range, but he did get charmed, so that slow just kind of screwed him over. But getting a bit of pings up on top here, Mundo is probably going to be ganked soon. Here's Skarner coming in right now. He probably is going to dive him an ult. Now Mundo's ult is going to be ready by the time they engage. It's ready in 1, and there it is. So going to be a very, very dangerous dive if it is not executed correctly. But looking at the health right now, oh, that was a bad ult. Why would he do that? Rengar is probably going to end up taking out Skarner here. Skarner doesn't have a flash, and there it is. That's, oh wow, look at that flash. That flash was perfect. But he does pick him off with that bowler strike. Now he does turn around to try probably slow down Irelia, but Irelia does pick him off. He only had like 1 or 2% health. Veigar a little bit slow here to get here. Probably should have been here quite a lot earlier, since he saw that this engage was going on for this whole duration. But what can you do? That's what happens. Sometimes you don't notice, sometimes you're just too slow, or sometimes you simply do not care. So let's look at bot quickly again. We have Ezreal at 0-1-0, Ashe at 0-0-1. So Ashe doing slightly better. She's also 5 minions ahead. So it is going to start favoring them here the longer the game goes on, especially with the fact that Ashe ult is, in my opinion, a lot better than Ezreal's. Now Ezreal is one of the highest damage AD carries in the game, purely because his Q is just ridiculous for damage. It has a short cooldown, 4.5 seconds, which is reduced by down to 3.5 seconds if he hits an enemy with it. And this is going to be dangerous now for Ezreal and Ashe. Actually, Ashe is being 2 versus 1 here because Kayle is a bit low. If Kayle was able to intervene there would have probably been an extra bit of damage done onto Ezreal, which could have either secured a kill or could have at least pushed him back for quite a while. Actually, we have Veigar going down low here. I didn't quite get that. Ahri getting a bit aggressive. She's looking around if he went around here somewhere, but it does look like Veigar is going to get away. I'm not going to go back just to see it because there was no kill. Of course, I would have went back if there was a kill. But ooh, look at this, Rengar jumping in right now. He is kind of alone. Ashe is a bit away, and ooh, this could be dangerous for Ashe. I'm not quite sure if they really want to be doing this right now. Rengar is going to probably jump into Ezreal here, but Ezreal is going to be able to get away. He is going to be under the turret, safe with Soraka as well helping. Oh, look at that ult. Nope. Oh wait, what? Picking off Ashe there. Actually, Ashe staying. Very, very poor judgment there to be doing that. He should have definitely went back there. And they are going to be doing a bit of damage onto Soraka. They are going to probably pick her off, and the turret just about not doing enough damage. 40 health, and I don't think that's right. I think I should probably get rid of this. I'm not quite sure how to. I'm not going to move it down, because if I move it down it ends up bugging out on the normal games. I'm going to go back for this kill here just to see how exactly this happened. Speed it up to the engage. Irelia jumping on, of course, having that slow. Mundo pops his ult, but so does Skarner, pulling him back and securing that kill. An Oracle on Skarner now. This is going to be very, very useful for denying vision, and very, very soon this ward here is going to be spotted. Sorry, this one for the blue team as soon as Skarner goes back there again, unless he does a mistake of not going through there again, and that's a bit unfortunate now, because I'm not quite sure why Irelia is going down here. Actually, she might try to pick off Mundo again when he comes back, but I'm not quite sure if that's going to be a very, very good idea. No, she's just going to kill a minion wave. And I have been told that my mic is a little bit too close to my mouth. I'm not quite sure how true that is because my mic is probably about, I don't know, 10 centimeters away, and considering that's a headset, that's quite an acceptable distance. Now, the reason I sound so soft, or maybe very kind of lispy, I don't know how to explain it exactly, is probably because I have an Irish accent and I have a very, very soft voice. So some people say that that's good because I'm very easy to listen to. Some people say that it's annoying because, well, I don't know, it just sounds like the mic is too close. I'm not quite sure, but I am going to try to improve on that. I'm not quite able to buy. I was suggested a SteelSeries Siberian V2. No, unfortunately, that headset costs about £97 from Amazon, which translates to what, 120, 130 euros. I don't have that kind of money to spend right now, so I would not be getting a second headset just for improved mic quality. I don't know, my mic seems to be alright. I don't see too much of a problem with it. It is pretty clear enough to be able to hear me talking, and not too much of a problem. If anything, I could just probably move it away from my mouth further, or try use something to edit the sound. Whoops, moving the mouse a little bit too much there. Now Veigar actually going to be stealing those rates. I do believe he was given those for his Q. Skarner did pick up the big rate, I believe, but ooh, this is going to be dangerous. Every time he's always able to see, and oh, that's the ward, of course. No, that ward is from purple. He is going to ult onto Ahri, and it's going to be very, very dangerous to Skarner here. He's going to get picked off with one assist going off as well, and Veigar is looking to be taken out here unless he has a stun, which he didn't. So there we go, Mundo already becoming that monster which he becomes late game. As you can see, he did tank a few turret hits there, and he's at full health. I mean, he just doesn't go down, and the problem with that is the fact that he has so much regen. Looking at his passive, Dr. Mundo regens 0.3% of his maximum health each second. Combine that with Force of Nature as well as his ult, and you have an insane, and I mean a proper insane amount of regeneration. And that is probably Mundo's most useful feature. It's just purely because he's so difficult to kill, and this becomes more clear and more effective later on in the game. At the moment it's not so much. Two people would probably burst him down. Soraka probably gonna go down here. Oh, look at that, actually not going down, and it does look like Ezreal is gonna go straight for that Ashe. Ashe is gonna be going very, very low. Actually, Ezreal might ult her. I'm not quite sure if he has his ult. He doesn't, and this is gonna mean that Ashe just about got away pretty safe, and getting both of them getting very, very low here. Actually, look at that, both well, what? Getting a bit careless here, and this is going to be an interesting engage here because Veigar is going to be going towards Ashe. All he has to do is just Q her once and he would take her out, but they are all aware of all these ganks because they do have a ward here and right here. So Skarner and Veigar are going to be backing off right now. Definitely not going to be able to do anything useful here. Of course, Skarner could possibly get spotted. Ooh, look at that, Ezreal going in like that, and that is a very, very poor place to be going in for Ezreal. Definitely very, very bad engage. Although Skarner is coming in here, so if he keeps following them, he is going to end up taking a lot of damage because they are not aware that Skarner is here. Oh, they are now, actually. They might just... yeah, he flashed to kill Soraka, and that's pretty much it. They are going to probably end up killing him now. He doesn't have enough damage to take out Ezreal. Ezreal does shut him down, picking up quite a nice bit of gold. Actually, Ahri jumping in right there. She might... oh, perfect. That was a nice jump. Ahri, one of those champions where even if you think you're safe, you better frickin' keep running because she's just gonna dive you like crazy with her ult. Her ult being probably one of the most overpowered ults to actually be getting around. You can jump over walls, you can jump over minions, you can just frickin' jump towards enemies across a big distance. It doesn't really matter. So definitely one of the top mid laners at the moment, if you ask me. And of course, the fact that she gets banned all the time does kind of suggest that. Veigar, on the other hand, not so much a very popular mid laner. I have seen him played quite a lot, obviously, but just the fact that he's so squishy, he just lacks a lot of survival. He does have a very, very good engagement tool. That arrow looks freaking sweet. He does have a very good engagement tool, but in return for that, I mean, he can't really do much after he bursts, even though, of course, Veigar, once he gets 6, he can pretty much burst someone down if they bought any AP items already. Veigar can actually burst somebody down with his ult. And a trade here going off, Ashe killing Irelia and Irelia killing Ahri. Probably a worth a trade. I mean, Irelia doesn't require that much feeding. She does become very dangerous, of course, if she gets feeding, or if she gets fed, but she can become dangerous even without that, even purely from minion farm. She becomes very, very tanky and difficult to kill. So we have a lot of damage actually going on here. Everyone is just like running away from the purple team. They don't really have the damage required right now. Of course, blue team is very low, but they're not aware of what exactly is going on here. So purple team is being very, very dangerous coming in here right now. They are going to lose Skarner, getting a bit greedy. Actually, Ezreal is coming in here to help now from behind. So this is definitely going to favor the blue team, or sorry, the purple team right now, with Kayle going down and Rengar not going to go down. He's probably... Ezreal doesn't have his ult ready, so definitely not going to be able to snipe that Rengar. And he is going to get spotted here, so Ezreal might try to follow him. Oh, this is going to be a very, very interesting engage. Rengar is probably going to get taken out here. Ezreal being very, very, very sneaky here, coming in like that and picking off Rengar. There we go, killing spree for Ezreal. He is on 6-3-0 right now, very, very fed. 150 minion kills compared to Ashe's 141. Ashe, of course, on 1-2-2, so she is falling behind. Since teamfight started, Ezreal has started doing very, very well, and that is purely because he has so much damage, especially with that extra Sheen damage. Now, for those of you who don't know, Sheen gathers all your all your AD, your basic AD damage, and it adds it onto your auto attack every time you cast a spell. Now, it does have a 2-second cooldown, but with the fact that Ezreal's Q is only on like a 3.5 second cooldown, this is a very, very useful tool, as well as the fact that Ezreal's Q applies this hit as if it was an auto hit. So basically, it essentially almost doubles Ezreal's Q damage. Now, unfortunately, Ezreal's Q can't crit, so that is a bit of an unfortunate situation for him. If it could crit, he would be considered probably the ultimate AD carry in the whole game, because it would just be simply overpowered. Now, Skarner going to get pulled here a little bit, but it's not going to be enough damage. Of course, he is going to be a little bit tanky. 76 to 72. Oh, 88 magic resist now, actually. That was with Soraka nearby. Skarner is going to be their tank for this game. He is going to be probably building a Trinity Force later on, because of course that is a very, very useful item. Ooh, Ezreal getting jumped on here with so many stuns and so much CC being controlled the whole time. He does ult. Rengar is about to go down here. He does have 300 health though from that heal. And Irelia jumping in here. I mean, there's so much love to call out here. I'm not quite sure exactly where to begin. Everyone is starting to drop low. Mundo, of course, is at freaking full health almost. It's purely because of that retarded ult. 50% of rank 2, so I guess 60% is rank 3. As I said, a very, very powerful ult, especially towards the late game. I mean, right now, he has, what's that, 2.6? I can't quite see, it's very, very small. 2658 health, that's 2.6k health with 3 health items. All of them pretty minor health items actually. Giant's Belt being a pretty heavy one, but I mean not, you know, like Warmogs like 1400 health kind of thing. So definitely going to be getting more and more dangerous. That Irelia is probably going to get taken out here no matter what, all well, unless he backs off. The purple team does pick up a free dragon here, actually uncontested. I guess that's what Irelia was here for, just making sure that there was no nobody coming in to kill them. A lot of wards going off actually. Rengar does have his Oracle, so that is going to be able to help him take it out. So they're going to want to be denying them as much vision as possible. Now blue team is a little bit pushed, which means that any bit of vision that they deny here is going to be an advantage for them, because it's going to prevent the purple team from going out. Like if that ward is not there, the purple team cannot go into that bush. They're just risking too much for 5 of these guys to be just sitting there and waiting to just burst down with the first person to go in there. And actually Kayle probably shouldn't have went out this way. She should have went back to her team, but everyone dropping a bit low here. I do believe that they're going to want to back off. Now Rengar is very, very low, so he's definitely going to be out of the fight for the rest of the game, or the rest of the, until he goes back. Really, that's pretty much it. And Mundo on full health, Ahri on a bit more than half health. Soraka coming in here with putting down wards all over the place. Ooh, there's an ult coming in onto Mundo here. Mundo is going to get taken out. 4 assists on that. That is going to be a very, very worth it kill. There was so much gold given out there just purely because, well, actually no, there wasn't. He is on 404, so he's a bit of a negative, negative killing spree. I don't know what exactly you call that, a loss spree. So he is going to be worth a bit less gold, but of course 4 assists is not a laughing matter for a kill, because I mean that is still a bit of gold for everyone. It's like freaking picking up a quarter of a dragon or something, or a quarter of a tower, just for, you know, 1 kill. I mean, there's 10 to 14 kills here. That's quite a bit. So bottom is going to get pushed here actually by minions. Those minions are going to be doing a better job at pushing than the actual freaking purple team themselves. Oh, look at that. It actually might survive this. 51 health. Anybody want an Heimerdinger now? A Heimerdinger, sorry. 51 health. I do believe that it's going to probably hold on for a little bit. No, it is going to get attacked here by a few minions and is going to get taken out. I'm probably focusing a bit too much on that tower. Is this still up? Oh my god, there we go. The tower just being a bit too annoying with that. Now, Rengar gonna want to be very, very careful now not to lose that Oracle on him. He does have that Aegis, so that's gonna make his whole team a bit more tanky. Now they do lack a true tank. Now Mundo of course is a tank, but he doesn't have much CC apart from the Cleaver. The Cleaver, yeah, it is considered a CC, but it's not a hard CC. What I mean by hard CC is a stun or a knockback. That is what I consider a hard CC. Silences, roots. Well, silences can be hard CC for some champions, and roots can be hard CC against some champions. But the main ones would definitely be a knockback and a stun. So there we go. Blue team is going to be trading 2 for 2 right now. Actually, Soraka is going to have to back off. She has no health, and not going to be a very, very good option here. Rengar could. Oh, if he had his ult there, which I guess he probably wasted early on in that engagement, he could have probably dived them both and killed them. Ezreal going to definitely get taken out, getting kited by Mundo the whole game long, and they're going to have a free Baron here possibly. Yeah, it's only Skarner coming up now. He is going to be running straight towards that Baron, probably going to put down that sight ward and try perhaps intercept this, but question is, are they really going to make it? Because Kayle is dropping a bit low here. She might have to back off. Mundo is going to survive. He does have his own regen. He also has ult ready in 15 seconds, but that's not going to be ready on time before these guys show up. Now this could turn very, very ugly. Veigar coming in here, he might end up stunning like freaking all of these guys, and he missed every single one of them. That was horrible, Veigar, come on. Skyrim getting one of those kills actually, and Veigar picking up the second one. But that was a horrible, horrible stun. I don't know why they didn't pick off Mundo either. Mundo had like 3 health there, running away from the Baron. And that was a very, very interesting engage. I mean, wow, that was horrible. Of course, blue team still picked up the Baron, but ooh, that was a nice ult actually. But they lost so many players to that engage, and while that was still probably worth it because they didn't give away the Baron, I'm still wondering, should they have had better vision here to prevent that from happening? Now, they did pick up an ace, so I am being a bit of an idiot here and fucking up my cast, but still, I do believe that they traded a bit too much for that. I mean, let's look at who still has the buff. Kayle doesn't have the buff, Rengar doesn't have the buff, Mundo does, Ashe doesn't, of course, she's still dead. So 2 people out of the 5 still already lost their buff. I mean, they're still ahead on gold. They're equal on turrets, they're equal on kills, pretty much equal on kills, but they're, what, 3.4k health, 3.4k gold ahead, a bit more now. 4.3, whatever. And it's gonna start paying off now. I mean, still 43 to 39k gold, that's not such a big difference. I mean, it's still, you could still come back from this, of course. Scores are pretty even, they're only 1/3 ahead. There's no inhibitors down, so there's no particularly much pushing. There's a shit ton of vision. Look at this vision. One, and that one died, that one died, and they had vision of this whole sector right here, and very good warding by Soraka, I gotta admit. So this game is still in anyone's hands right now. They are going to be both a bit passive right now, so I'm going to quickly fast forward it just to have a sip of my tea. Now Veigar is going to be sitting up here waiting for somebody to show up. Ashe probably going to be able to spot him there, and Blue team picking up another free dragon. Actually, this is... Wait, no, purple team picked up last time. So, 1-for-1 dragons now, I believe. Ooh, look at that. Ezreal is about to go down now. He is getting very, very low, but he is going to probably end up surviving this just about. Ooh, look at that. Rengar was trying to sneak up on him, but he is going to probably wants to back off right now. He better go heal and come back at full health now. Ooh, Veigar getting picked off by that Ahri. Very, very high damage output right there. And, ooh, what? That ward is not going to get spotted. No, it doesn't. Wow, that is just out of vision. I wonder, was that intended? Or was that just like an impulse kind of ward? Like, you know, just spam some items or something. That was a very, very good ward for vision though. Very, very well placed. Question is, did they know that that was exactly outside the turret, or was that just coincidental? Wow, look at that. Actually, Ashe could pick off Skarner here if Skarner's not careful. But they are going to want to back off right now. Ashe doesn't want to die. Nobody wants to die, of course. Rengar did lose that Oracle earlier on. He does have his Guardian Angel still up, so he doesn't want to lose that this time. Two people still with the Baron buff. That is about to run out in about 10-15 seconds. Probably a bit less. And they're going to want to back off a little bit. Try to push a few turrets. Now, they did get a bit greedy. There you go. Kayle is dying. Or dead, sorry. So they want to definitely back off now. Just let things happen as they are. What? That's not going to do anything. Mundo with 3.5k health. Very, very tanky. 149 armor, 171 magic resist. That Mundo could tank them for quite a while with his ult. He would just be there for a while. Ooh, there we go. That might have been the reason why Kayle just died. We'll see if that plays a big part in their scores right now. I mean, it's 19-20. They're pretty close on kills. It would have been very, very even if there wasn't that DC. But look at that. That was a perfect Q. And that Ahri is doing so well with that Q. It's just catching off people. I'm not quite sure if you want to call it KS, but it's doing a very, very good job with the damage. Irelia is going to go down here, losing her Guardian Angel. Wow, that arrow to the face. Damn, that arrow was freaking sweet. I'm going to have to go back for that. That was an amazing arrow. All the way from out here, following that, and straight into Soraka. Very, very good. That was an absolutely amazing kill. And I'm gonna have to write that down and come back to this later, because that was an absolutely amazing kill. And this might be it actually. 24-20, 5 turrets to 3. Mundo becoming that a huge monster I told you about earlier, just becoming impossible to kill. They could push down towards the Nexus now. There's only 2 people up from the blue team, so they could probably just bite the bullet and just nuke this Nexus down. Ahri is going to get away here. Oh, she does have that extra damage coming onto Ezreal, and that's it. This is it. Blue team has won the game. Again, another ranked game for you guys. This is not a pre-made. Oh, can I go back? I hope I can. Yes, I can. Now, I'm going to go back towards that Ashe arrow, because you have to follow this arrow. That was absolutely a phenomenal kill. It's like, what?
Blue team double kill.
I'm gonna follow that Ashe just for a minute and just follow that arrow. That was some sniping shot. I mean, did she know that she was gonna go there? That was perfect. So yeah, that's it for this cast. Gonna quickly speed it up just towards the end there, so you can see the victory screen again. And that's pretty much it. I'm Vaipo. Please subscribe and like the video. Subscribe to the channel, of course. Like the video if you like it, and let me know what you think down below. Is my mic fine? Is my mic too quiet, too loud? Anything is possible, and I'm always open to criticism. I do take it on board and try to improve onto my cast. So that's it. I'm out. Thanks for watching.